Let's go, guys. We have another game here, which I'm really excited about. I'm gonna tell you why in a second, but let's present the players first. In the color blue, playing as the English, it's Divine DFP. Against his opponent, playing as the Malians in the color pink, it's Beastie. Welcome, everybody, to another Age of Empires 4 casted game. I'm gonna tell you why I'm excited about it. First off, I haven't cast a Malian game in a while. And at least that's how I feel. You know, Malian is not really the popular civilization out there, so it's not so easy to find. But Divine has a very particular play style of playing English. You can see he already have the meal here. Like, he's the real city planner. I have watched his streams where he literally builds the mill, destroys it, so he knows where the footprint is, so he already knows the layout of the base. So he's a master of playing defensively. He's a master of staying in your base until pretty much you reach Imperial Age if you want, or if you cannot, you can just go in Castle Age. But you have a very solid base, and he's a top 10 player. So I'm really curious about how Beastie will try to deny this in some shape or form. Look at these beautiful houses. They did such a good job again with these ones. Such a good job. I love it. But anyway, we already see wheelbarrows coming here. This is a guy who's pretty much investing in the future, guys. Just like the bank, the earlier you put the money, the more interest rates you're gonna have. Divine knows that, and he knows, you know what, these resources, 50 wood, 150 gold, that could potentially go to harass my opponent, create some military units, or whatever. You know what? We are going for wheelbarrow. We're staying here in our base. We're getting, a lot of resources as soon as we can. And, I'm really excited to see this because Malians, it's a civilization that they have a lot of tempo with their castle age timings. Their economy, they seem to not have very good economy, but they do. They have passive income from the cows, passive income from the gold. So as soon as they reach castle age, they have like over 1,000 food per minute. They also have the cattle. They can produce cattle ranch, and the cows. You can kill the cows there, and you can just stay in your base eating food. You can do a lot of things actually. So Malians are really scary in the castle age, but I wonder, and this is what I'm excited about, I wonder if they're gonna be able to break through the English base. As you know, the English, very famous for being very defensive. I'll tell you the reasons why. First off, network of castles give 20% attack speed to all the units that are around in this area. So obviously everyone attacks faster, right? And not only that, the town center attacks twice, If his opponent goes for the white tower, and I have a feeling he will. If he goes for a white tower, there you go, going for the stone. So most likely we'll see a white tower in very much in range of all the economy of the English. Then, they do a lot of range damage. And you know what Malians are not good at? Taking range damage. All the units are really strong, but they are very bad at taking arrows. Except for the Javelin throwers, but all their melee units, the ones who are supposed to tank the damage from those arrows to enter into the enemy base, they're very squishy. Like, even the knights, the sofas, they don't have as much armor as the regular knights. So it's... I find it really curious how Beastie is gonna handle this. Because if you do that, you may potentially lose a lot of units on your try. And I've seen this guy playing on the stream. Divine. He streams from time to time. He also has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description later where you can follow him. he's very good at defending. He's really, really good. And like I told you before, he's a city planner, and he knows exactly where are the points of attack from the enemy, and he just reacts very good to that. Do you find it really strange that the pit mine is actually just a mesh here on top of this one? I just have that feeling just now. Before I didn't used to have it. Like here, it looks very natural, right? But now that I looked at it, it's like something's wrong here. Look at that. The Mansa Quarry. Scout gonna be able to take a look at what his opponent is doing. Looks like he's unaware of this second gold pit mine. Let's take a look at income per minute, because things are about to skyrocket for bot players. PC on his side, he's gonna go for cows. Gonna have a lot of wood, get those cattle ranches, and basically honor the cows here. Cattle. What is a cattle, guys? As you may know, English is not my native language, so I only know cows. I know bull. Cattle. That one I never hear before. So I'm very curious to see the translation from that they did in Spanish here. Maybe there is also, to be honest, maybe actually I don't even know the Spanish name. We're actually going to see more javelin throwers. I'm not exactly sure why. Because Divine is not the type of player that goes to attack you. Probably because of the king. And I think the king, if it benefits a lot of English players, I think especially it benefits Divine. Like, Divine can just go and harass with the king. And, you know, basically you're forced to create units. Because this gold is very far from the town center. I actually didn't notice. Why is the gold so far from the town center? Take a look at this one. Where is the gold? It's a little far also, but not like this. This is pretty much like you're exposed here. You're pretty much exposed. So you have to create units. And he's still producing javelin throwers. Gonna have 6 already. 2 more coming. Have another archery range. Well, looks like he's gonna defend for now. Second town center already there for Divine. He's gonna go for the farm transition. I don't know where he's gonna put the white tower. Probably here. I don't know. Protect that 3 town centers. And also, what's good about Divine is like he's really good at using this. He don't care about spending 25 wood. He just needs the... He needs the intel. He needs the vision. And Cat Visti, it's just gonna... Don't put your campfire here, man. Get out of here. And just like that, 50 wood went to the toilet for Divine. Which is a big deal in this age. Like in the feudal age, especially in 80 minutes into the game. You don't want to throw in like, you know, 50 wood. A scout goes down. Looks like Lombos are coming. But Lombos are not exactly the best unit to deal with javelin throwers. So it's gonna be a tough one. Looks like Divine will be forced to go for some horsemen. A Beastie on the side of his base is already going for more cows. So still a long way to finish the cow boom. But you can already see the food it's increasing little by little. Like, if you don't know about this, those cows just give you food per minute. That's it. 25 food each cow. Looks like the king will go down. He managed to live another day. Divine will change the position. It's gonna go for the other wood line. I find it really surprising that a player like Divine don't really put walls. Like, he's a guy who's really defensive. The king just tanking damage. He's a guy very defensive, and I think walls can really, you know, stop your opponent from actually coming to your base. One wall here, and there's nothing the javelin throwers can do. It's like they will take down one villager, Oh, look at that. Javelin thrower is actually tanking a lot of damage. Didn't even lose one Javelin thrower in the attempt of getting one villager down. It's gonna be the Javelin thrower only challenge, guys. Fire camp already there. Another 25 wood to the toilet. And more horsemen are coming here. Now, you need to make sure you have enough numbers. You need to make sure you have enough numbers, otherwise, you know, you don't want to just try. Got all those javelin throwers taking down already a couple of horsemen, and they will be able to connect. But let's see if this number of horsemen will be enough to take down the javelin throwers. He's losing a lot of horsemen, and javelin thrower numbers still looking good for BC. Looks like they will get decimated. I mean, they're already... I mean, it's not all of them, but 5 of them here. More coming. Actually, way more coming. So, horseman numbers, while still managed to take down the first batch of javelin throwers that came, they don't have enough to pick up the reinforcements, and BC knows that. He's going back. It's gonna be more and more. Oh my god, that's a lot of javelin throwers. Cow boom gonna be happening, finishing soon. That's a lot of cows, guys. That's a lot of cows. Meanwhile, the English actually pushing the enemy. He knows he needs to do something about it, right? You know, the enemy has pit mines, and you can just... you know how much important gold is for the Malians. They do it to buy the cows. They do it for passive income. It's just very good. It's just very good for them. Looks like there won't be enough units from Divine to push into the base. And BC has stopped creating units, actually. Looks like he's thinking about aging up. He's gonna put an outpost here. Just make sure this thing don't happen again. Meanwhile, Divine, while he's ahead on villagers, the cow boom is something that you can really underestimate. 75 wood food a minute is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 20 villagers, roughly, if I do the math right. Like, each cow boom should be like 1 villager and a half. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, it's like 15 villagers. But with this, probably it's gonna be even more. Right? So it's like having 20 villagers. And looks like he will get caught during the Asia timing. Javelin thrower is not in the right place at the right time. And he could potentially just burn this. And, you know, if he... But, you know, he won't be able to take it down, right? But if he did, that would be pretty much a game over for BC if he did take the landmark. And we see a lot of stables coming out from him. It's gonna get really scary. Take a look at how many villagers on food you have. 0. How much food you have per minute? 800. That's how good the cow boom is. King goes down, and looks like Divine will just throw his units here. He's just trying to delay Beastie as much as he can. You know, he's not gonna be able to stop the Asia, but he did cause some damage. He does have some lombos here to prevent his opponent from going, you know, into this gold pit mine. So Castle Asia already there for the Malians. Sofas are already in the mix. No veterancy for the Sofas yet, but they should be very good against anything that you see here already. Meanwhile, the White Tower. Call me visionary, guys. I told you the White Tower was gonna be placed here next to everything that he protects, everything that he cares. The White Tower protects it all. And with that, his farm economy is pretty much safe. Look at that big wall here. That's a big wall. And I don't think this wall's gonna get finished, unfortunately. That's a very optimistic wall. New age begins. It's like these longbows are gonna be taken down. Crossbows going out. The king is going back again. But now your opponent is a Malian in the castle age. Look at how much food per minute that he has. How much gold per minute. They're just gonna send units non-stop. Javelin throwers taking down villagers from the distance. No problem, guys. That's all you need. They do have textiles. No, they don't have textiles actually. So that's very that's very bad for Divine. Like with textiles, you can survive a little bit longer. Losing some crossbows that are going out. Javelin throwers just doing God's work here. Who will win, the White Tower or the Javelin throwers, man? Divine, just garrison all the villagers. The wall is not gonna get completed, unfortunately. Having a wall here just to protect his gold. Looks like this gold is running out. Still has plenty of gold, but you know, your opponent is there, so you can really gather in peace. Now he has killed a lot of units. Like, destroy value for Divine is actually very high. If you see, like, in the bottom left corner, like 5,800, he actually killed a lot of this army by just staying in the town center and in the White Tower. A lot of villagers on gold. Gold, it's exactly what you need now. Veteran sofas are already there. But, you know, against the White Tower, you cannot underestimate the power of the White Tower. Have 13 damage 3 times. Plus the 20 villagers that are inside. You're just not gonna get it. Looks like what you need is a keep. What you need is another keep. Probably here. Probably here. Just to prevent all those units from coming. And looks like he will get spotted. These are a lot of villagers, man. 26 villagers. Come on, drop the stone. Drop the stone, guys. Don't die. Don't die. Meanwhile, crossbows taking care of the sofas. We're putting another mining camp. And just like that, 423 stone are already there for divining. Just a matter of a second. That's the power of sending all your villagers to gather the stone. Meanwhile, more sofas coming for BC. Let's take a look at his base. Hurry wall here. Third pit mine already there. Starting to get relics. Well, not starting, already finishing. Has 3 already, 1 more coming. And this one is just gonna be very hard to get, but 4 relics are very, very, very good for you. Sofas gathering in big numbers here. He knows, you know, throwing 1 sofa here and there is not really you're not gonna cause any damage with that White Tower in your base. It's just gonna be really hard for you. Now more crossbows are coming. More crossbow spearman. It's gonna be the choice for Divine. Takes down the sofa. Wall. It's not, I don't think it's gonna get completed, but who knows. That's a scout here. More and more military units coming. Military academy coming up for Beastie. Just increase the military production speed. And he does have a lot of sofas and warrior scouts. I'm not really sure why the warrior scouts. I mean, yeah, I guess they're cheap. I don't know. And now they are already coming for you. That's a lot of sofas. 26 sofas taking down all the army. Beautiful surrounding from Beastie, surrounding all the army from Divine. And we are talking about now 35 military units against 3. And now he's just gonna go for all the villagers. Already taking down 24 villagers so far. Meanwhile, Sacred Side victory approaching. More sofas here. Sofas are everywhere. Everywhere, guys. They're just sending this squad just to kill villagers, you know. Just for that. Lamar gonna get attacked and Divine taps out. Well played by these two players. Hope you enjoyed this match and hopefully I will see you in the next one.